Come on in. Come on in. We welcome you. Come on in. 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 We welcome you. Come on in. Hey, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We welcome you. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Ah, what a lovely, lovely evening to sing, to be present. Ah, she wants her mama. There's nothing like a mellow to just open you up, you know? So let's sing Reveal, yes? Reveal, reveal the love inside of me. Reveal the love that I was meant to be. And every time I open up, love is what I see. Reveal the love in me. The peace. Reveal, reveal the peace inside of me. Reveal the peace that I was meant to be. And every time I open up, peace is what I see. Reveal the peace in me. The joy. Reveal, reveal the joy inside of me. Reveal the joy that I was meant to be. And every time I open up, joy is what I see. Reveal the joy in me. Reveal, reveal the joy inside of me. The love. Reveal the love that I was meant to be. Every time I open up, love is what I see. Love is what I see. Every time I open up, peace is what I see. Every time I open up, joy is what I see. Reveal the love. Reveal the love in me.
Oh, just inviting you to take a nice big deep breath and let it go. Just knowing the beauty and the divine love as we open into this service this evening, into the absolute knowing of that one mind, that one intelligence that we choose to call God, Spirit, Allah. Whatever it is good, it is all. And it is my heart that is open tonight, that is flowing in this divine flow of love, appreciation, and joy. Just recognizing these gifts, knowing that we are all one. So again, just breathe in and let go and let God. And so it is. So this evening I've chosen a reading from Deepak Chopra's book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. You know, I remember when Deepak became famous in America anyway, was when he wrote that book, Ageless Body, Timeless Mind. And he spoke to everyone. And one of the things he spoke in that book about was how our cells are always working in collaboration, and they'll do anything for us. And he talked about that in such a way that everybody understood it spiritually, even though he didn't use those words. And so I just feel that tonight. I feel that in my body, in each of our bodies, is this amazing healing work that's always going on, right? All right. So this is just a little bit on the law of giving. The universe operates through dynamic exchange. Giving and receiving are different aspects of the flow of energy in the universe. And in our willingness to give that which we seek, we keep the abundance of the universe circulating in our lives. It is the intention behind your giving and receiving that is the most important thing. The intention should always be to create happiness for the giver and the receiver, because happiness is life-supporting and life-sustaining, and therefore generates increase. Practicing the law of giving is actually very simple. If you want joy, give joy. If you want love, learn to give love. If you want attention and appreciation, learn to give attention and appreciation. If you want material affluence, help others to become materially affluent. In fact, the easiest way to get what you want is to help others get what they want. If you want to be blessed with all good things in your life, learn to silently bless everyone with all good things in life. And you know, the theme for December is you are the gift, right? Stay present. And tonight, Reverend Sunshine is talking about it keeps on giving. I want to take a moment, too, and just thank Sunny and David, yes? Jim. You look like David. That's right. Okay, so let's just welcome Reverend Sunshine.
Thank you, Linda. That was a great reading. Who's in the house tonight? You are. Say, I am. I am. That's right. The great I am is in the house tonight. And the great I am is sitting in your seat. And no, you're not sitting on it. It is who you are. God is expressing fully and magnificently as you are. What a great prayer and great reading. And Cole, thank you. We have a new addition to our music team, so I want to make sure that we acknowledge you as well, Cole. Thank you so much. He brings the percussion aspect of life to our Wednesday night service. You know, I want to just take a moment to pause, because when I walked in through the back today and saw the beauty that was surrounding the stage, it was a bit overwhelming. It was like, whoa. And this is the gift of a great team here at Seaside that does this. So I wish I could tell you names. I don't know. But what I do know is that we've just received this beautiful gift of the decorations and just the beautification, and just it's a great place to be. Maybe after service, y'all could just kind of come up here one at a time and just stand and in the presence to feel what it's like to just kind of be surrounded with such beauty. And so I want to make sure that even though I don't know the names, that we just take a moment to pause and send love to those individuals, those expressions of love in God who took the time to come in and make the stage beautiful for us, so that we have something wonderful and beautiful to look at and to experience during the month of December. Because the month of December is a month that has been kind of designated, as the month of giving, as the month of receiving, as the month of love and joy. Lots of folks celebrate all kinds of holidays during this month. And as I was talking about last week, my purpose this month is to really help us stay present. So many times we get busy in the everyday activities of life, but then we add this media and we add this societal frenzy of it's time to shop. Black Friday has never lasted so many weeks. Really, it was like supposed to be one day, and it's like it's extended. I'm like, wow. Black Friday is a good thing these days, It's like, and it goes on and on. So it was kind of like my talk. It just keeps giving and giving and giving. But that in all of that frenzy, as we try to go out and maybe pick out the right gifts, or as we maybe not shopping at all, maybe we don't get caught up in the frenzy of it all, but maybe because other folks are in the frenzy, maybe we get caught up in their energetic, or their panic, or their stuff. What's most important this month for us is that we stay present, that we stay awake, that we remain in a level of consciousness that we know the truth of who we are, and that we know the truth of others even when they don't know the truth for themselves. You know what I mean. Because sometimes folks forget. This is the sign language for forget. It's like wiping the brain clean, forget. Sign language for forget. Sometimes people forget who they are. I know I do. I know sometimes just getting wrapped up in the day-to-day stuff and getting involved in the day-to-day stuff, it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget that my life is the life of God. And everything is coming together for my good. Because the world of appearances will sometimes outpicture for me my forgetfulness. The world of appearances will give me a demonstration of something that I don't truly want, but something that I truly believe. And then when I see it, I think that it's proof that that's all that I deserve, and so therefore I might as well settle for less, because that's what's outpicturing. And that outpicturing, I take that in, and then it helps me to further forget my truth. And so I begin reinforcing old beliefs, old thoughts, and because I keep reinforcing old beliefs and old thoughts of that I'm less than or lacking or there's not enough this or not enough that, my world outpictures and gives me exactly that. And it becomes a vicious cycle. How many of y'all been on that hamster trail? It's time to get off, right? And what is it? What is it about it that just, it kind of keeps happening and happening and happening and happening? It's kind of like for all you mathematicians out there and all you want to be mathematicians out there, okay, help me out with this one. 5,000 times I flip a coin and it lands tails. What are the chances that when I flip the coin one more time that it's going to come up tails? 50-50. There we go. 50-50. 50-50. How many of you had a different answer? Come on, you can be honest. Thank you. Okay, I got the honest people in the back. All right, I'm going to talk with y'all. How many people thought that it was going to either come up tails or for sure next time it was going to come up heads? For sure, next time it had to become heads, right? Because 5,000 times, 5,001, it would have to? Yeah. But the chances of it coming up tails again is 50-50. You know why that is? It's because the past does not set the precedent. Each and every time I flip that coin, it has a 50-50 chance of being heads or tails, which is just proof that we live in a world of infinite possibility, and that no matter what has happened, no matter how many times over and over I may have tried something and tried something and tried something, even though it may have come up tails all the time, all the time, all the time, if I let myself be defeated by that, because I don't like tails, let's say, then I may not try again. Because my thought pattern may say, what's the use? It's just going to come up tails one more time. It always does, right? People say that too. I love those words, always and never. It always does. Always? Really? Or it never comes up heads. Really? Never? Well, for the last 5,000 times, never. But if you flip it one more time, there's a 50-50 chance of it coming up heads. And I say that to remind us that as we're coming toward the end of this calendar year, we may want to consider doing things a little bit differently. We may want to consider looking at our future a little bit differently. That just because we've done the same old things for 30 years or 20 years or 10 years or 5 years doesn't mean that there's not an opportunity or a chance for something to be different. That just because it's come up tails 50,000 times, we actually have a great opportunity for something different to show up. What governs that a lot for all of us, though, is how I'm looking at it and whether I even think or believe or I'm even open to the possibility that there is an infinite possibility. You see, for some of us, we've grabbed onto that language of never and always as if it's our Louis Vuitton luggage. Something to show off. Look, I have my always bag right here. It's always tails. And others are like, yeah, I got my never briefcase with me. It never comes up heads, We carry that with us like it's something to be so proud of. When in fact, we can allow ourselves to just really be in this place of there is a gift that keeps on giving. Life continues to give. And that is the nature of life itself that reminds me that there's infinite possibilities. That just because something has happened in this way in the past, that past cannot come to my present moment and hurt or harm me, and that past does not set the precedent for my life. That even now, I have an opportunity to open up and allow any number of possibilities to collapse into my experience and as my experience right now. But what it takes is what Jesus the Christ talked about. He said, it is easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter heaven. And it wasn't because he wasn't making a judgment that rich people are not going to make it into heaven. Really, what he was saying is that, sometimes we get so narrow-minded and are always or never. We're always in that place, always or never. And so there's no room for infinite possibilities to even enter the consciousness of a person who says this never happens to me or this always happens to me, and lives in that place of victimhood, that life happens to us instead of that we are co-creators of life, and that we actually, through the power of our mind, through the power that is given to us because right where we are, God is, that we actually can control situations and circumstances. That we actually, through the power of our mind, through the power that is our very life, that we absolutely have an opportunity to really create the life of our dreams. So, of course, it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle, because there are infinite possibilities. I do this with my kids every time. We do this deal. It's called lemon auction. And I love this lemon auction game because I become this auctioneer. And I'm from the Bronx, and sometimes I like to talk really fast. And so I become this auctioneer, and I'm selling off 13 lemons, and 2 of them are bad. And I have folks in 3 groups. And I tell them that it's the last lemon auction of the year, and I only have these 13 lemons. And then I tell them 2 of them are bad, so I only have 11 lemons. And then I start auctioning them off. And their task is to get 7 lemons for their company. And so they're busy plotting and scheming how they're going to get their 7 lemons. And I start the bidding. And this team gets 2 lemons, and that team gets 3 lemons, and that team gets 4 lemons. And before you know it, all the lemons are distributed, and no team gets 7 lemons. And I asked them, is there a way that you could have been successful? Because they're busy bidding against one another. And they tell me, no, it's impossible. It's an impossibility because there's 11 lemons. And we need 7, and they need 7, and they need 7. So they tell me it's impossible. So it is indeed impossible for a rich man to enter heaven when we have that kind of mentality. It's impossible, sunshine. There's only 11 lemons. We each need 7 lemons. There's no way it's going to happen. So I say, hey, okay, cool. I get it. I understand. But if I could show you a way that it was possible, will you promise to have an open mind moving forward? To maybe look for some possibilities, kind of go out of the box and think about new ways of engaging with one another, new ways of working with one another in a way that's a collaboration and a cooperation. And they're like, yeah, but there's no way. You only had 11 lemons. So I began to just kind of ask each group, okay, well, tell me about your company. Oh, well, we're a potpourri company. And then I asked the other, well, what's your company? And they're like, well, we're a lemon juice company. And then I asked the third group, I go, well, what's your company? And they go, we're a new tree company. We're starting a tree orchard. But they all each need 7 lemons for their business. So again, I kind of go, hey, is there any way that you all could have met your goal? And they're still kind of scratching their heads because they don't understand me, kind of like some of you are doing right now. They're like, hurry up, tell us the answer. Well, the potpourri company only needs the rinds of the lemon. And the juice company, they only need the juice of the lemon. And why the tree orchard company, they need the seeds because they're going to start a new tree orchard. So absolutely, there was a way that all 3 groups could have met their goal. That they could have come out of the box and thought, see, that's the camel getting through the eye of a needle. Infinite possibility, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. There's absolutely a way. When we begin to think about what the infinite possibilities are. When I'm stuck in, I never get it my way, this always happens to me, ya, basto, como dicen en español. Aquí se terminó la cosa. There's nothing. You get nothing. But when we are open to the dictates of the heart and of spirit, when we simply say there has to be a way out of no way, then all of a sudden, my teens get wise. They go, wow, they need the seeds, we need the juice, we need the skins. We could collaborate. We could come together. We could work together. This is not necessarily about everybody becoming one big kumbaya family. That's not what I'm talking about. Because the potpourri company, they don't want to sell lemon juice. And lemon juice, they don't want to grow an orchard. You still want to have your individuality. But there's a way to come together and collaborate and cooperate to where everybody reaches their goal. The gift that keeps on giving. As we begin to meditate and pray, as we begin to really dive into our spiritual practice, what I've heard from a lot of my students is that, I meditated today for 15 minutes. And that 15 minutes took me through the whole day. It blessed me the whole day. It centered me so much so that the rest of the day, everything unfolded in a perfect and divine way. It's the gift that keeps on giving. No matter what happens, no matter what the experience is, we always have an opportunity for something new. So our question then becomes, what is the gift that is trying to emerge from me? And when we have folks that are coming into our lives, whether we name them friend or foe or difficult, the question to ask, instead of making the statement, oh, this is my best friend, or my BFF, or this is a good friend, or, oh, this person is challenging, I don't know how I'm going to get through this time. Instead of making the comments, we can ask ourselves, what is the gift that is emerging from this interaction? What is trying to birth itself from this time together? While you're sitting in traffic, as we were for a little bit tonight, what is the gift that is coming from this particular incident? What is the gift here that I get and the gift that I give? Because sometimes it's not even about the gift that we get as much as the gift that we get to be. Like patient and tolerant. We get to be calm and serene. Sometimes when the world around us is chaotic. I remember just before starting, we circled up in the hallway to just kind of do a centering prayer. And it was busy in here. The music was going. Mellow Daye was barking. There were two people out in the foyer. They were just talking computer talk. And there was just a few of us just gathered, holding hands, getting ready to pray. And we could have said, shut up. We're trying to pray. But instead, the gift that was being birthed at that moment was more proof that life was around us. That life is everywhere, that it's vibrant, that it's busy being and expressing in its grand and glorious ways, even while we're praying. And that we had an opportunity to recognize that, not curse it, not dismiss it, not wish it away, not say, hey, be quiet, we're trying to pray, we're trying to be spiritual up in here. But that we were indeed just in the gift of life being its full self. How many times can we freely do that? How many times can we just allow life to be and ask the question, what is the gift here? What is the gift that I bring? What is the gift that is coming? What is it that is being evolved here? Because truly, 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 in a world of infinite possibilities, if we look at it or begin to even put our consciousness in that kind of playing field, we can really begin to see how we are indeed God expressing. And not only are we the gift, but everyone else is the gift as well, and are bringing their gifts into our lives. That what they bring to us, whether it's love or joy, whether it's peace, whether it's even to rub us the wrong way. Ooh, those get a little hard. Because sometimes the gift that people bring is to rub us the wrong way so we can have exposed to us an area that we get to work on. I don't like those very much. But it's still the gift. And I get to look at those areas that are being exposed. Maybe someplace where, because I could tell by y'all laughing that you've experienced the same things. Maybe where we're short-tempered, impatient, intolerant. Maybe we have a short fuse. Maybe we're not being so kind. Maybe not so loving. And those areas get exposed. It's a gift to kind of go, ooh, that's not so sexy. That's not the best part of me. I got to take that into prayer. I got to take that into my meditation. I got to work on that right there. And we have this opportunity then to know that this individual has just gifted us with something so valuable that even though we might have said in the front part of our mind, oh no, here she comes. Or oh no, here he comes. Or oh, not again. Stop laughing, Miriam. That it's really the gift. And as we look at life, as we look at our own individual life, our life continues to give. It continues to give us opportunities and situations to recognize that our life is the life that God is. It continues to give us and put us in situations that we can express our full God self, that we can be all the love and the joy and the peace and all the syrupy goodness that we are. And that we can be successful and loving and kind. Life continuously gives us these limitless opportunities to show itself as itself, to express in big, big and beautiful ways. Now it's up to us to stay conscious, to stay awake, to stay alert, to recognize that we are a gift and that each of us are a gift, and then to treat each other accordingly and to treat ourselves that way. Which then means that if I'm treating myself as if I am a gift that I am, then I get to gift myself lots and lots of time in my spiritual practice. I get to gift myself time in the silence where I'm communing with that indwelling I am presence that is the solution and the answer to all of my daily living situations. I get to gift myself prayer. I get to gift myself love. I get to gift myself a bubble bath with a candle. And maybe a little Tweety bird. so that I can take care of my body, take care of my spirit, take care of my mind. Maybe it's golf for some of you. Maybe it's surfing. Maybe it's knitting or sitting at a park. But whatever it is, gift yourself that opportunity that you might dwell in that place where you know that there's nothing that can separate your life from the life of God. That is so anchored into your awareness and into your consciousness that you know that all of life is a gift that continuously gives over and over again. And that even if we get to that place where 5,000 times we flip the coin and it's been tails, that we get to flip again. That sounds pretty funny. You get to flip again. Because there's always that 50-50 opportunity. There's always that level playing field in consciousness that we can collapse from the infinite possibilities and experience that we want to have, and that we get to manifest a life beyond our wildest dreams. So let's take that into our meditation time for just a few minutes, maybe 4 minutes, Jim. Or David, shall I call you David? And as we simply just become still, clearing away anything from our laps. Say to yourself in your mind, I am a gift. I am a gift. Life is a gift. I am surrounded by gifts. I am present with the gift that I am. And right now, in the silence, in the stillness, I simply begin to accept the gift of life. So I receive generously and I give generously. I simply redistribute the good of my life. I am a gift.
will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take in faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day.
And how good it is to know that we simply surrender to the good. We simply open up and make ourselves available to the infinite possibilities of good. Knowing that in this moment, as we simply open and surrender ourselves to the possibilities, the infinite possibilities, that we're simply recognizing that the past does not set the precedent. That in each now moment, we can simply choose anew. That by the thoughts that we entertain, that we are actively co-creating our very lives. And that this design, that this way of life is simply how God expresses itself in its grand and magnificent way. And that it is indeed the gift that continues to give. That in each now moment we can choose again. And so we simply choose to be the gift. To gift ourselves, to recognize the gift in each and every situation, that we might recognize God in, through, and as all of it. And that we might rejoice in this great expression of life, and that we might live life to our fullest potential. That we can indeed let go of that which no longer serves us. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And that we can indeed surrender to the infinite possibilities and allow life to unfold in its perfect and divine way, that we might remember that our life is indeed the way God shows up as us on this planet, and that indeed it is perfect and divine and great. We are the gift. Life is the gift. We receive the gift, and we let it be. It is so, and so it is. Amen. I was intrigued by David Freeman's chapter in his book this week. What page was it on? Page 329. I want to get a bracelet that says WMOBT. WMOBT. David Freeman suggests that we find somebody whose life we admire or something that they've done that we'd like to do, and then ask the question, what must they be thinking in order to outpicture that? So on page 329 of his book, it's, what must Oprah be thinking? Because she gets to go, and under your seat, there's a key for a car for you, and for you, and for you, and for you. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets What must Oprah be thinking to be able to manifest that big, you know? I love it. I'm going to invite our ushers to come forth, because it's our conscious giving time. And we have an opportunity now to stay conscious and remain awake, alert, and aware, and recognize that we have been gifted. We have been gifted in a financial way, in a way of health and wellness, and in all the ways. We get to be of service. We get to re-gift and redistribute that good. And so here at Seaside, we simply take our gifts, our tithes, our offerings, that which we have been gifted, and we just take a portion of that which we've received, and we bring it here. And we give it here freely, not out of obligation, just out of the pure, simple joy that we know we've received, and now we take a portion of that and we give forward, knowing that Seaside takes a portion of that and gives forward and provides all that we get to enjoy. And that gift keeps on giving. That it was given to someone and it was given to someone else before we got it. And that's the reciprocal nature of life. The way that each team got a chance to really share 7 lemons. It's the collaborative nature. It's the way of cooperation and a way that we get to continue to move forward. So simply take your gifts, your tithes, your offerings, hold it close to your heart. Become grateful that it has entered into your life in the way that it has. And now simply bless it as you send it forth, knowing that it continues to bless the lives of others. So right now I simply bless that which fills these baskets, knowing that it is the promise and the promissory note, knowing that it transmutes itself to programs and gifts and all sorts of ways that we actually benefit from it. So we bless the giver, we bless the receiver, and we also send it forth into the community as it does so richly. For this and so much more, we give thanks. And so it is. Amen. Go forth, ushers. Thank you so much for your service, Dennis and Melissa. We appreciate you. We got our Jim, and I don't know if you can see him. He's got one arm up in a sling, and he's just playing. That's talent. He's sharing his gifts with us tonight. And tonight, Jim and Cole and Sonny are going to bless us in song. So please open your hearts and be ready to receive the truth about who you are.
You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You're a part of me. You are the face, the face, the face of God. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. are so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. God is so beautiful to me. God is so beautiful to me. I see God is everything I hope for and everything I need. Ooh, God is so very, very, very beautiful. God is so
Face of God.
beautiful.
You are the face of God.
You
are the face of God.
You're so beautiful.
I hold you in my arms. You are the face of
You are so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. You are the face of God. The face, the beautiful face of God.
Jim, Sunny, and Cole. I love that. Creativity at its finest. So I see a lot of great, beautiful new faces, and what we do for the last few minutes of our service on Wednesday nights is we recognize that we are all revealers of truth. All of us, each and every one of us, not just me, not just our musicians, not just our practitioners, but all of us are revealers of truth. So it is with that premise that I grab the microphone and that I come out into the audience so that you might reveal some truth. Maybe something that you heard tonight that resonates with your soul, maybe to share a success of something that has transpired for you this week, or simply to share a piece of gratitude. So I'm making my way down, and who would like to reveal some truth today? Here we go. That was easy.
That was a great message tonight. Thank you for that. And it is all about just reminding ourselves of the truth of who we are. And there's a lot of different ways that we can do that. And coming here is a great way to do that. And then carrying the messages that you give to us. And one that's really stuck with me is the trick or treat message. And in that moment of confusion and chaos and anxiety, and we can't figure out what's going on, and we feel separated, we're tricking ourselves. Mm-hmm. And we can just remind ourselves to treat our minds and remind us that we are one with God. He is always here for us. We always have the answer. So that's really helped in my moments of anxiety. I start getting all flustered about something. I just go, oh, wait a second, tricking myself, just tricking myself. And it relieves that anxiety. It might not solve all my problems in that moment, but it relieves that anxiety and it reminds me. And then I also just read a book twice, 2 times in a row, because it was so good, A Return to Love, and very, very powerful book.
Marianne
So, yeah,
Williamson.
Marianne Williamson. And so again, when I start getting really flustered, I just say, return to love, return to love, return to love. Just return to who you are. And it always helps at least relieve the anxiety in that moment and bring clarity when the time is right. So there's so many different ways to help, and these messages are really great and ways that we can incorporate them outside of coming here every Wednesday night. So thank you. Thank you for sharing all these
Thank
great
you.
messages.
Absolutely. Thank you. Any of our musicians want to share? Just checking.
I love all of you.
Cole, I love you. Yeah? Huh? We all love you. Oh, okay. Cole speaks for the entire band tonight. Thank you. Anyone else who wants to reveal truth? Welcome. How are you, beloved? Very good. How are you? Good. Would you stand? Just thank you and tell us your name.
My name is Sebastian.
Thanks, Sebastian.
I don't have too much to say. I'd like to do a little more listening than talking, but I'm very happy you had me here tonight. And I just want to give a shout out to my homeboy playing piano with his left hand. Thank you.
Thanks, Sebastian. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Southpaw? Last call. Here we go, Bruce.
Thank you.
You're
Just a
welcome.
quick one. Today, in particular, I've been hammered by a couple of people who I was having a difficult time seeing very nicely. Things were not going my way, and tonight you helped me to realize that when you said redistribute love, that it suddenly clicked with me how I could see that love between me and them that I didn't see all day today or yesterday, and I felt threatened by a few things that were going on, and that's gone away. So I know now when I talk to them, I'll be able to come from a point of love for them and just plain love, period, and I can feel it already. So thank you very much.
Good deal. Glad that made a difference. I'm going to switch microphones here. Hey, Mellow Day. All right, so just a couple of reminders. Christmas Day is a Wednesday. Don't come here. I try to keep it simple. Be with friends and family. Find some friends and family. Make some friends and family. But please, Wednesday, Christmas Day, we will not be here. We're going to just actually have the opportunity to be out and be loved in the world and to receive love in the world. New Year's Day, be here. New Year's Day is a Wednesday. It's January the 1st of 2014. And that day, we're going to have a special service, and it's... We're going to have a special service on that day. It is going to be designed specifically for you, and I'm going to lead us all through a visioning process. For those of you who don't know what visioning is, we're going to spend some time in the silence and the stillness, kind of like in this little meditative state. And then I'm going to introduce some questions. And because we're just kind of in that zone together, in that collective, the answers are going to come from within you, from that still small voice. And it's going to be the answers for your best 2014. Yes. So we're going to be visioning for you. So it's going to be dedicated all to you so that you get the answers that you need so that you can live your best 2014. And then, of course, we'll kick off the rest of January and the rest of 2014 with some bomb topics and just some stuff that's going to rock your world and really ignite you and just get you ready and get you on fire. So, Christmas Day, don't be here. New Year's Day, be here. Okay, perfect. Glad we got that together. Next week, be here. Bring a friend, We're going to wrap up 2013 here next week. I want to thank Victoria Woods. She was our practitioner, kind of on the back end of things, just being in the silence, knowing the highest and best for the outcome of our service today. And also want to thank Linda Light, who represented our practitioner corps here on the podium. The both of them are going to be available for prayer. So if there's something on your mind you'd like prayer about, on your heart, a prayer of gratitude, whatever, just out of this door right here is our little chapel. They'll be available for prayer for you. If you're not that kind of person yet who wants to really be praying one-on-one, right where Victoria is in the back, we have prayer requests. You can write out a prayer request, put it in the box. Myself and the practitioners and the other ministers here at Seaside will keep you and your family members in prayer, knowing the highest and best for each and every one of you. So if you want to write out a prayer, please avail yourself to that. That is our gift to you. I want to thank Ginny Mills. Ginny has been a homestead here, our coordinator, making sure that everything runs so smoothly. Ginny, thank you so much for your service. Dennis and Melissa, thank you so much for being our ushers tonight. Tim is behind that camera, making sure that people at home have access to us, that they're here with us. So Tim, thank you so much for the audio, the visual part, our online, our streaming. Thank you so much for those of you that are at home viewing us, and thank you so much for being here with us. Tonight we got Ed Reeves on sound. Thank you, beloved. Make us sound good. Our musicians again, Cole, Jim Bianchi, Sunny Daye, and of course a special dog appearance by Mellow Daye. She's been trying to sing more and more, you know. Anyway, I want to thank you for being here, because out of all the places to be on a Wednesday night, you decided to be here, and for that, I'm truly blessed. You are truly a gift to me, so thank you so very much for being here. After our closing song, we're going to be in the family room, and we're going to have some desserts and hug up and just kind of fellowship, so please join us for that. Otherwise, I'll see y'all here next week. Did I forget anything? No. I love you. I love you. All right. Can we do this?
This is our prayer, a song of peace. We get to be the change we want to see, with open hearts and open hands. We lift our voices, in love we stand. This is our prayer, a song of peace. We get to be the change we want to see, with open hearts and open hands. We lift our voices, in love we stand. We lift our voices, in love we stand. We lift our voices, in love we stand.
I got hugs for all of you. See you in the family room. You're coming out?
Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings. And with every step you take, that's the progress that you make. Reason you live, found in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams, You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.